Hello and welcome back to our channel. Hope you all are doing well. In this video, we will be revising the topic of amalgamation of companies and we will be solving a couple of problems. So without wasting further time, let's begin. Let us take up question number 5. A Limited and B Limited amalgamated on 31st December 2015 and a new company C Limited was formed with an authorized capital of 20,000 shares of 100 each. The amalgamation was agreed on the following terms. C Limited took all the assets of A Limited at book values and creditors of A Limited. The purchase consideration was discharged by issuing 3,000 equity shares of 100 each at rupees 120 per share and balance in cash. C Limited took all assets of B Limited at the book value except cash and also took the creditors. The purchase consideration was discharged by issuing 6,000 equity shares of rupees 100 at rupees 120 each and the balance in cash. A Limited paid its preference share capital back with arrears of preference dividend for the last 2 years. Liability for bills discounted was settled at rupees 2,500. Out of unclaimed dividends, rupees 2,000 was paid to the rightful shareholders. The remaining unclaimed dividend is time barred and also is transferred in the shareholders' account. Liability for workmen's compensation of B Limited amounted to rupees 7,500. The cost of liquidation of A Limited was rupees 5,000 and B Limited was rupees 6,000, which was paid by the respective companies. Following is the balance sheet of A and B Limited as on 31st December 2015. Now for A Limited, we have on the liability side share capital 6,000 equity shares of 100 each, 1,006% preference shares of rupees 100 each, contingency reserve, creditors, unclaimed dividend, and contingent liability for bills discounted. On the asset side, we have land and building, plant and machinery, furniture, closing stock, debtors, cash at bank, preliminary expenses, discount on issue of shares, and profit and loss account. Next is the balance sheet of B Limited. On the liability side, we have share capital, 7,000 equity shares of 100 each, general reserve, profit and loss account, workmen's compensation fund, and creditors. On the asset side, we have freehold premises, plant and machinery, stock, debtors, cash at bank. You are required to prepare the necessary ledger accounts in the books of A Limited and the opening entries in the books of C Limited. So the first step will be calculation of purchase consideration. So let us calculate purchase consideration of A Limited. Now it is said that C Limited took all the assets of A Limited at book values and creditors of A Limited. So looking at the balance sheet, let us take agreed value of assets. The first one, land and building, 2 lakhs. The next is plant and machinery, 3 lakhs. Then we have furniture, that is 20,000. Stock, 70,000. Debtors, 90,000. And they have also taken cash at bank. So cash at bank, 15,000. Adding up all these assets, we have 6,95,000, from which we will deduct the agreed value of liabilities, and only one liability is taken over, and that is creditors. So creditors, the book value is 70,000. Therefore, purchase consideration will be 6,25,000. Now, reading the next point, it is said purchase consideration is settled by shares and cash. So reading that point, purchase consideration discharged by issuing 3,000 equity shares of 100 each at rupees 120 per share. So 6,25,000 shares is received worth 3,60,000, that is 3,000 shares of rupees 120 each, and the balance in cash, which is 6,25,000 minus 3,60,000, and that is 2,65,000. Similarly, let us calculate purchase consideration of B Limited. Again, taking all the values from the balance sheet, we have the first one as freehold premises, 4 lakhs. The next is plant and machinery, 2,10,000. Then we have stock, debtors, at 1,90,000. Adding up the assets here, we get 8,29,000. From this, we will deduct the agreed value of liabilities again. Here we have only creditors, and the value of creditors here is 72,000. So deducting 72,000 from 8,29,000, we have purchase consideration is equal to 7,57,000. Now this too is received in shares and cash. B Limited has been issued 6,000 equity shares of 100 each, but at rupees 120. So therefore, the shares value will be 6,000 shares into rupees 120, that is 7,20,000, and the balance, that is 37,000, will be received in cash. Now that we have purchase consideration, let us prepare what is asked, and that is the ledger accounts in the books of A Limited first, and then journal entries in the books of C Limited. So preparing ledger accounts in the books of A Limited. The following ledger accounts will be prepared here, that is realization account, the taking over company, that is C Limited account, bank account, preference shareholders account, and finally the equity shareholders account. So let us take each point by itself and complete the ledger accounts in the books of A Limited. Now step 1 will be transferring all the assets from the balance sheet to the debit side of realization account at book values. So taking all the assets to sundry assets. The first one, land and building, is 2 lakhs. Then plant and machinery is 3 lakhs. Furniture is 20,000. Stock is 70,000. Debtors 90,000. And cash at bank is 15,000. The next 3 assets, that is preliminary expense, discount on issue of shares, and profit and loss account, are fictitious assets which should be transferred to the debit side of shareholders account. So on the debit side of equity shareholders account, we have the first one, that is preliminary expenses, 20,000. The next is discount on issue of shares, that is 5,000. And finally profit and loss account, that is a loss, is 75,000. This was step 1. The next step is transferring all the liabilities to the credit side of the realization account. So looking at the balance sheet, the first is share capital, which will obviously be transferred to the equity shareholders account. By equity share capital, that is 6 lakh rupees. There is also preference share capital, which will be transferred to the preference shareholders account. So preference shareholders account credit side, we have by 6% preference share capital, 1 lakh. Contingency reserve belongs to the equity shareholders, so transferring it to equity shareholders account credit side by contingency reserve, 20,000. Then we have creditors, unclaimed dividend. Both of these assets will go to the credit side of realization account. So writing there by sundry liabilities. The first one, creditors, 70,000. The next is unclaimed dividend. Instead of transferring it to realization account, we have a point which says out of the unclaimed dividend, 2,000 was paid to the rightful shareholders, and the remaining unclaimed dividend is transferred to the shareholders account. So instead of transferring it to realization account, what is paid will go out from bank. So on the credit side of bank account, we have unclaimed dividend that is paid, which is only 2,000 rupees. So by unclaimed dividend in bank account, 2,000 rupees. Now out of the total 5,000, 2,000 is paid, and the remaining 3,000 is like a profit which is transferred to the equity shareholders account. It is not claimed by anyone, so it will all be transferred to equity shareholders account credit side, and that is the balance of 3,000 rupees. So on the credit side of equity shareholders account, we have by unclaimed dividend, and that is 3,000 rupees. Okay. Then the next step will be purchase consideration due and purchase consideration received by A Limited. So firstly, entry for purchase consideration due, which will be C Limited's account debit to realization account. So going to the debit side of C Limited, we have 2 realization account for purchase consideration due, and the total amount of purchase consideration is 6,25,000. Second effect on the credit side of realization account, by C Limited's account for purchase consideration due, 6,25,000. Now, this purchase consideration is received in shares and cash. So coming to the credit side of C Limited's account, let us record what all is received. So firstly, buy equity shares in C Limited account, 3,60,000 worth of shares are received. And by bank account, the remaining amount is received in cash, that is 2,65,000. Transferring this to the respective accounts now, equity shares in A Limited belong to the equity shareholders, so it will be transferred there. So on the debit side of equity shareholders account, we have 2 equity shares in C Limited account worth 3,60,000, and of course 2,65,000 will go to the debit side of bank account as 2 C Limited's account, 2,65,000. So now we have recorded purchase consideration due and purchase consideration received. Now moving forward, let us see what all aspects are left in respect of A Limited. Here it is said A Limited paid its preference share capital back with arrears of preference dividend for the last 2 years. So not only 1 lakh worth of preference share capital is being paid, but along with that, 2 years worth of dividend also is being paid to the preference shareholders. So 2 years worth of dividend on 1 lakh at the rate of 6% will be 12,000 rupees. So going to the debit side of preference shareholders account, to bank account, the amount will be 1 lakh, that is the share capital, plus 12,000, that is the arrears of dividend for 2 years, calculated at the rate of 6%. 12,000 will be added, and total payment made to the preference shareholders will be 1,12,000. Second effect of that will be on the credit side of bank account. By preference shareholders account, 1,12,000. Now let us close preference shareholders account. If you see, the capital that was to be paid back was only 1 lakh rupees, but we paid extra, that is 1,12,000 because of dividend. That is a loss which will be transferred to the realization account. So if you close preference shareholders account, the debit side being greater, that is 1,12,000, the difference on the credit side will be transferred to the realization account as by realization account 12,000, and the second effect on the debit side of realization account will be to preference shareholders account 12,000. This excess payment is a loss and losses are to be debited. Now moving forward, there are certain payments being made by A Limited. That is liability of bills discounted was there 2,500. Cost of liquidation also is being paid by A Limited at 5,000 rupees. So let us record these two payments. Now while recording this payment, realization account will be debited and bank account will be credited for payment being made. So on the debit side of realization account, we have two bank account. The first payment is liability for bills discounted 2,500, and the next is liquidation expenses of rupees 5,000. The total year of rupees 7,500 will be paid out from bank. So on the credit side of bank account, we have by realization account 7,500. That is the total of the expenses, liquid liability for bills discounted and liquidation expenses. Now we have finished all the adjustments in the books of A Limited, and now we can close all the ledger accounts starting from realization account. So looking here, the debit side is greater. The total is 7,14,500. Writing the same total on the credit side, and the difference will be transferred to the equity shareholders account. Here, since the debit side is greater, there is a loss. So by equity shareholders account, the loss here is 19,500. Transferring this to the debit side of equity shareholders account, the second effect is to realization account, 19,500. The next is C Limited's account, which is already tallying, that is both sides are 6,25,000. The next is bank account, wherein the balance in bank account will be transferred to the equity shareholders account. The debit side is greater, that is 2,65,000. Writing the same on the credit side, the difference is by equity shareholders account, and that is 1,43,500. The second effect of that will be on the debit side of equity shareholders account as to bank account 1,43,500. And finally, we have equity shareholders account. So if everything is done right, equity shareholders account should tally, and here it tallies at 6,23,000. So here we have all the ledger accounts in the books of A Limited. The next is to pass journal entries in the books of C Limited. So let us prepare journal entries in the books of C Limited. Now mainly there are three journal entries, one for purchase consideration due, the next will be for takeover of assets and liabilities, and then for paying the purchase consideration. Apart from that, if there are any extra entries, that also will be passed in the books of C Limited. So here the first entry, purchase consideration payable to the liquidators of both A Limited and B Limited, the journal entry will be business purchase account debit. The total purchase consideration, if we add up, comes to 13,82,000, which is split up as to liquidator of A Limited account 6,25,000 and to liquidator of B Limited account the balance, that is 7,57,000. Initially we had prepared the purchase consideration statement from where you will get both these figures. If we add up, the total payable is 13,82,000. The narration is being purchase consideration payable. The next will be takeover of assets and liabilities, for which we will pass separate entries for A Limited and for B Limited. So firstly, taking up A Limited, they have taken all the assets at book values. So let us pass the entry here. Land and building account debit 2 lakh rupees. The next is plant and machinery account 3 lakhs. Then we have furniture account debit 20,000. Stock account debit, that is 70,000. Debtors account debit 90,000. And cash at bank account debit 15,000. To all the liabilities that are taken over, and that is only creditors. So to creditors account, value is 70,000. And finally to business purchase account, 6,25,000, which was the purchase consideration. So the narration here will be being assets and liabilities of A Limited taken over. A similar entry will be passed for taking over the assets and liabilities of B Limited. So let us pass that entry. The first asset is freehold premises. So freehold premises account debit 4 lakhs. Plant and machinery account debit 2,10,000. Stock account debit 29,000. Debtors account debit 1,90,000. Your cash is not taken over. Directly the liabilities, and that is creditors. So to creditors account, that is 72,000, and to business purchase account, the purchase consideration 7,57,000. The narration here is being assets and liabilities of B Limited taken over. Now the next will be for paying the liquidator of A Limited and paying off the liquidator of B Limited. So firstly for A Limited, let us pay off the liquidator. Liquidator of A Limited account debit, the amount payable to him is 6,25,000. This is paid off in two ways. Firstly, that is equity shares, and the next is cash. So to equity share capital account, the value is 3 lakhs. Now how is this 3 lakhs? It is 3,000 shares of 100 each. The face value is 3 lakhs, but they were issued at 120 rupees. So that 20 rupees extra is premium, which will be credited to securities premium account. So to securities premium account, 60,000, that is 3,000 shares into 20 rupees each is 60,000, and the balance in cash. So to bank account, payment made through bank, 2,65,000, being purchase consideration paid to A Limited. And a similar entry for paying off the liquidator of B Limited, it will be liquidator of B Limited account debit 7,57,000. Here also payment is being made in shares and cash. So the face value of shares will go to share capital account, to equity share capital account. 6,000 shares of 100 each is 6 lakhs. The balance, that is, will go to securities premium account. 6,000 shares into 20 rupees each, that is 1,20,000, and the balance in cash to bank account 37,000. The narration here will be being liquidator of B Limited paid, or being purchase consideration paid to B Limited. So that was the entire solution of question number 5. Let us move on to the next question, and that is question number 11. Okay, let us read question number 11. Nikita Limited absorbed Meenal Limited on the following terms. Nikita Limited acquired only the assets of Meenal Limited except cash balance. The purchase consideration was fixed as 5 equity shares of 100 each at rupees 140 per share for 6 equity shares of Meenal Limited and 706% preference shares of rupees 100 each. The realization expenses amounted to rupees 12,000 and were paid by Meenal Limited. The liquidator of Meenal Limited transferred the preference shares to creditors in full satisfaction of their claims. Debentures were paid at a premium of 10%. Outstanding expenses were paid in full, and in addition, Meenal Limited had to pay rupees 4,200 as compensation to the workers. Then we have Nikita Limited valued land and building, plant and machinery at 10% appreciation, vehicles at 10% depreciation. Stock was reduced to its market value, which was 64,000. Debtors were taken subject to 5% reserve for doubtful debts. Following is the balance sheet of Meenal Limited as on 31st March 2015. On the liability side, we have share capital, 6,000 shares of 100 each. Then we have 6% debentures, creditors, and outstanding expenses. On the asset side, we have land and building, plant and machinery, vehicles, stock, debtors, cash, and underwriting commission. So let us start by preparing a statement of purchase consideration for Meenal Limited. So calculation of purchase consideration of Meenal Limited. Here, the purchase consideration is by mode of payment method. So they have directly given us how much equity shares are to be issued and how much preference shares are to be issued. Now reading the paragraph on purchase consideration, the purchase consideration was fixed as 5 equity shares of rupees 100 each at rupees 140 per share for 6 equity shares of Meenal Limited. So if you look in the balance sheet of Meenal Limited, you have 6,000 shares. But for every 6, Nikita Limited will issue only 5 equity shares. So the calculation will be as follows. Equity shares, 6,000 shares into 5 by 6. You are getting 5 for every 6 shares. So basically for 6,000 shares, Nikita Limited will issue its shares, that is 5,000 shares of 100 each, but at rupees 140. So therefore, equity shares value will be 7 lakhs. And they are also getting 6% preference shares. So preference shares straight away, 700 preference shares of 100 each, that comes to 70,000. So the total purchase consideration here is 7,70,000. Okay. The next will be preparation of ledger accounts in the books of Meenal Limited. So let us prepare now. In the books of Meenal Limited, ledger accounts will be realization account, the purchasing company, that is Nikita Limited account, cash account, creditors account here is prepared because there is an adjustment for creditors, and finally equity shareholders account. The first step will be transfer of assets to realization account debit. So looking at the balance sheet, all book values are to be transferred here. So to sundry assets, land and building is 2,10,000, plant and machinery is 1,60,000, vehicles is 1 lakh, stock at 80,000, debtors are 60,000, and cash 64,000 will be transferred to cash account because it is not taken over by Nikita Limited. So cash account debit side, to balance brought down, and the amount is 64,000. Underwriting commission, again a fictitious asset which will be transferred to equity shareholders account on the debit side to underwriting commission, and the value is 10,000. Then looking at the liability side, share capital of 6,000 shares of 100 each. Equity shares will be transferred to the equity shareholders account. Liabilities have credit balances, so all the liabilities now will be on the credit side of the ledger accounts. So on the credit side of equity shareholders account, you have buy equity share capital, and the value is 6 lakh rupees. Looking at the balance sheet, the next item is debentures, which will be transferred to realization account on the credit side. You have buy sundry liabilities, 6% debentures, 20,000. The next is creditors, which will be transferred to the creditors account on the credit side by balance brought down. Value is 60,000. and outstanding expenses, another liability, again transferred to the credit side of realization account. Outstanding expenses 4,000 rupees. Now all the values of the balance sheet have been transferred into the ledger accounts. The next will be entry for purchase consideration due, which will be the purchasing company, that is Nikita Limited's account debit to realization account credit. So going to the debit side of Nikita Limited, we have two realization account for purchase consideration due, and the value of purchase consideration we just found out was 7,70,000. The second effect in realization account on the credit side, you have by Nikita Limited's account 7,70,000. Now we will receive this purchase consideration, and it is being received in two forms, that is equity shares and preference shares. So on the credit side of Nikita Limited's account, the first you are getting by equity shares in Nikita Limited account, the value we calculated was 7 lakhs, and by preference shares in Nikita Limited account 70,000. Equity shares in Nikita Limited will be given to the equity shareholders, whereas preference shares in Nikita Limited are transferred to the creditors. It is given here in the question. So transferring the equity shares to equity shareholders on the debit side, the second effect is two equity shares in Nikita Limited worth 7 lakh rupees, and 70,000 worth of preference shares will be transferred to the creditors account on the debit side. You have two preference shares in Nikita Limited account, 70,000. Now moving forward, certain payments are being made by Meenal Limited. Firstly, debentures are paid off at 10% premium. Outstanding expenses are paid in full, and 4,200 is to be paid as compensation to the workers. So let us start making the payments. There is also realization expenses of 12,000 rupees. Now for paying off expenses, the entry will be realization account debit to cash account credit. So going to the debit side of realization account to cash account for payment of expenses, and let us record each expense one by one there below. The first one is realization expense, that is 12,000 rupees. The next is 6% debentures. Now 6% debentures are being paid at a premium of 10%. So looking at the value of debentures on the credit side, the value here is 20,000, but not only 20,000, 10% premium means you will pay 2,000 rupees extra, and therefore 6% debentures will be paid at 22,000 rupees. Then the next payment is for outstanding expenses. They are paid in full, that is 4,000 rupees. And finally, compensation to workers also is paid, and that is 4,200 rupees. So taking the total year of these four expenses, that comes to 42,200. This 42,200 will be paid in cash, so cash account credit side, by realization account for payment of expenses, and that is 42,200. Now we have finished passing all the entries in the books of Meenal Limited. So let us close the accounts. Firstly, starting with creditors account here before closing realization account. Creditors balance was 60,000, but they were settled by paying preference shares worth 70,000. So we have made an extra payment to the creditors, which is again a loss, should be transferred to the debit side of realization account. So closing creditors account, total of the debit side is greater 70,000, and the difference on the credit side will be transferred to realization account. By realization account, the difference is 10,000. Second effect will be on the debit side of realization account, as to creditors account 10,000. Now we can close realization account. Here the credit side seems to be greater. So taking the total there, credit side is 7,94,000. Same total on the debit side, 7,94,000. And difference will be transferred to the equity shareholders account. To equity shareholders account, 1,31,800. This profit of 1,31,800 will be recorded on the credit side of equity shareholders account, writing there by realization account, the second effect, 1,31,800. The next account to close is Nikita Limited's account, which is already tallied 7,70,000 on both sides. Then the next is cash account, where debit side is greater, 64,000. The balance in cash on the credit side will be transferred to the equity shareholders account. So on the credit side of cash account, by equity shareholders account, the difference here is 21,800. So debit side of equity shareholders account will be the second effect as to cash account 21,800. We have already closed creditors account. The only thing that remains is now equity shareholders account, and if everything is done correctly, it should tally on its own. And here the total is 7,31,800. So we have finished preparing entries, ledger accounts in the books of Meenal Limited. The next step will be to pass journal entries in the books of the purchasing company, and that is Nikita Limited. So journal entries in the books of Nikita Limited. First one will be for purchase consideration payable to the liquidator of Meenal Limited. The entry is business purchase account debit. The total purchase consideration is 7,70,000 payable to the liquidator of Meenal Limited account 7,70,000. Narration is being purchase consideration payable. The next will be for takeover of assets and liabilities. So looking at point number 1, Nikita Limited acquired only the assets of Meenal Limited. So looking at the balance sheet, let us pass this entry. Second entry, land and building account debit. Now the value is 2,10,000, but it is being taken over at 10% appreciation. The paragraph above the balance sheet will give you agreed value of assets. So Nikita Limited valued land and building and plant and machinery at 10% appreciation. So the current value of land and building is 2,10,000. Adding 10% in that will give us 2,31,000. Same with plant and machinery. The book value is 1,60,000. So plant and machinery account debit 1,60,000 plus 10%, and that comes to 1,76,000. Then vehicles were taken at 10% depreciation. So vehicles are currently 1 lakh. At 10% depreciation means minus 10%, they will be taken at 90,000. So vehicles account debit 90,000. Stock was reduced to its market value, which was 64,000. So stock is being taken at 64,000. Stock account debit 64,000. And debtors was taken subject to 5% reserve for doubtful debts. Now when RDD is to be provided, the RDD part will be passed as a separate entry in the credit, and full value of debtors will be debited. So debtors account debit, the total value is 60,000, and the credit, that is the RDD part, will be credited as to RDD account. 5% of 60,000 will be 3,000 rupees. So no liabilities are being taken over. It will be directly to business purchase account 7,70,000. However, if you see here, the total of the debits and the total of the credits are not matching because the purchase consideration was by mode of payment method and the values of assets have been changed. So the difference, if it's on the debit side, will be debited to goodwill account. If it is on the credit side, will be transferred to capital reserve account. So here are the differences on the debit side. So goodwill account debit, which is the balancing figure, is 1,52,000. Narration is being assets and liabilities of Meenal Limited taken over. And now finally we have the journal entry for paying off the liquidator of Meenal Limited. Again, it is being paid in equity shares and preference shares, and equity shares are being issued at a premium. So premium will be recorded separately. The entry will be liquidator of Meenal Limited account debit. The total purchase consideration is 7,70,000. To equity share capital account, the value is 5,000 shares at 100 each. So that is 5 lakh. That is only the face value. The extra premium of 40 rupees into 5,000 shares of 2 lakhs will be credited to securities premium account. So to securities premium account, 2 lakhs, that is 5,000 shares into 40 rupees premium extra, 2 lakhs, and to preference share capital, which is 6%. So to 6% preference share capital account, 70,000, being purchase consideration paid to Meenal Limited. So these were the journal entries in the books of Nikita Limited. That's it in this lecture. In case you have any doubts or queries regarding these two questions, you can definitely call us on any of the two numbers appearing at the bottom of your screen. If you have found this video useful, please like and share this video as well as subscribe to our channel. Thank you.